G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS SuperCoach channel. And today what we're going to go through is the St Kilda and Collingwood Magpies game review in today's video. If you haven't checked out my reviews on the Hawks, Giants, Lions, Bulldogs game, go check it out. I've probably posted it already. This is probably not too far behind as well when it's getting posted, so keep an eye out for them. I just didn't want to do all three in a big video. Thought I'd break them up into, Thursday, Friday, Saturday games, then Sunday. Anyways, talking about St Kilda, Collingwood, it was a very good game. I've enjoyed all 5 games across the opening round from a non-biased fan as well. I think the AFL are doing well in the sense of, fast, free-flowing game, high-scoring, like the 111 to 106 and 122 to 95 is what we wanted. But at the same time, as fans, we probably want better defense. But it's hard with the way the ball's getting moved around the field. So, moving on with the Saints Magpies game. As we can see, Jack Sinclair, 143 SuperCoach. I had him before the game even started, so I'm going to claim my spot on the Jack Sinclair train before everyone else does. But, man, he played such a good game, SuperCoach-wise. 94 disposal efficiency, 8 kick-ins, 88 tog, which is really good for a half-backer, and 35 disposals. That is really, really nice. Really solid game. I do not blame you if you want to still keep Nazai Wangi and Malira. But I also do not blame you going down from NAS to Sinclair. I'll tell you my reasons why when we get to him down there. Cal Wilkie with a 104 and then Marcus Windhager with a 102. So this was what I found interesting. Most disposals coming off halfback as well. Very interesting to see. And pushing up to the wing. Looks like maybe three CBAs, maybe like disposals there. We'll have a look at the summary, I guess, but far out. It looks nice. His current score of a 102, he'd be getting him around 500 and something K, and he's at 440. So not a horrible investment, but I don't think many people are going to go with that route, unfortunately. The coning. So as a community, we were very interested to see what it's going to look like between De Koning and Marshall. And with a 96, I think it's probably where his average will be. Marshall did have 8 hit-outs. De Koning only had 17, but he had 20 disposals. He's a guy that's going to get around the field, which is really good. What am I trying to say? So I think he's going to be a pass for me and should be for you guys, in my opinion. But if you want to go a bit different, go a bit different. Max Hall, he's an expensive forward. Could be an option. Garcia, just remember he frustrated a lot of people last year. And Sammy Flanders, he had 28 disposals, 61 disposal efficiency. Probably had the most centre bounce, 87 tog as well, so was on the ground quite a bit. I'm really annoyed that there's no clangers and stuff, but I guess the disposal efficiency kind of tells it a bit. I wouldn't worry too much. I thought Collingwood's pressure was really nice. I feel maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass. I mean, to be fair, Ned Love had 9 tackles, but if you didn't see the other video, I talked a bit about tackles and how those people are going to get affected, I reckon. But going back to Flanders, I think he'll do fine. He's definitely your top 6 forwards. I wouldn't go away from it personally. I think he's going to be a very good player, SuperCoach-wise. I wouldn't stress too much about it. But can't say the same thing about NAS. You look at that. 2 disposals, or if you want to count this one, 2 disposals or 3 in that square. He did get tagged by Perryman, so that kind of made sense. But the half forward and on the wing, that's where it was. 68 disposal efficiency. It is not nice to look at that at all. It's better to see he's got more kicks than handballs, but still, it is. It's horrible. It's horrible to look at. And at his price, he's going to tank. So for the non-owners, It's not a bad option. This is kind of the good thing about having opening round, in my opinion, is that can still mess around with your team. If there's a couple guys at the start who scored really well, can make you easy cash even earlier, because normally everyone will be making it around round 3. These guys will make it round 2, which I know it's 40k difference, but still a little bit different. But we'll go one up to Philippou. So 66, 56 disposal efficiency, and it was like on that wing half forward was the most, and obviously he was in the centre bounce as well. I wouldn't worry too much. Like a 66 super coach at his price is actually pretty nice. It's around 350k, I want to say, or 300. So he's still making 150k just based off his having 66 super coach. I think it's fine. He'll average 75, 80 in my opinion, and I do definitely see this going up. So I wouldn't worry too much. Jack Carroll is a guy that I've got as well, coming off half back. Not too bad. Didn't have a kick in. The disposal efficiencies that has been better was better than the past couple of guys we've mentioned. 71% TOG, which isn't great, but knowing that he did this in 71% of game times, not too bad, and hopefully Ross can have a look at that. I've got him in my side. I'll still have him in my team, so I'm not too worried. Jack McRae, not many people are going to have him, but look, wing and centre bounce, very disappointing. He was our main guy last year, but now they brought in Flanders and Phillip, who's doing well. It's going to be the same thing at the Bulldogs, where he just gets shuffled out of that rotation. And Marshall, don't even think twice going with him. So we talked quite a bit about St Kilda. Sorry, Collingwood fans, if you're watching this. We'll talk about your side now. 7 guys who scored over 100, which was really nice. Obviously, Josh Jaicos with 134, 36 disposals, which was really nice. I do want to see his heat map. Yep, a little bit in the middle and still off half back. 4 kick-ins too. It's very nice. And I think it's tempting to downgrade as an option going with him and to make up cash at other places. But I think he's really intriguing for me. I think he can definitely have a mini breakout super coach season. He's already great. I don't need to tell you that, but still, I think he's not a bad option. Braden Maynard, we're probably not saying this again. If we do, I guess, but 27 disposals. Nick Jaicos, 117. A little bit in the middle, not as much, but around the ground, he just gets around so well. He had 1 kick in, didn't even notice that, but 76 disposal efficiency, 41 disposals. How good is that? He was led off the leash. So very nice. Scott Pendlebury, can we just talk about 55 game time and had 26 disposals, 112 super coach? Like, imagine if it was 100% or like at least 70. Like, he'd have probably about 150 at that rate. But very nice. You're probably not going with him. I know I've got a mate online that has him in draft, and hopefully this. I've had a conversation or two with him. Do we want to keep Scott Pendlebury? Maybe we do. Maybe he does. Maybe you do. But for classic, you're probably not going with that. Crisp 109, Schultz 108, and Darcy Cameron, which was really nice, 107, 20 hitouts and 4 to advantage. Something to look at. The 107 average isn't too bad. It's probably around his price. I thought Dan Houston kind of came, not back to his best. Like 28 disposals, really nice. 75 disposal efficiency. It looks like he's fit into that Collingwood system a bit better compared to last year. I know that's just one game, but remember when he was at Port, he was a top 6 defender. And then people started him as a bit of a pod, and he just did crap the start of last year. And that what turned a lot of people off from him. And just not the whole year. Like, people would be like, oh, well, maybe he'll come good this time. And he just never did. And then he just fell out of that conversation of, do we go for Houston? Answers no. But who knows? A 94 is pretty not bad. Like, I think it's more than his current price. 431 definitely is. Probably about 50 or 60K more, which I know it isn't that much, but If that's a good middle ground, that's not too bad. And if you can average a bit more, that's even better. 21 disposals, which is nice. So, yeah. The Gully with a 90. A bulk amount of the disposal from the 19 were in the middle and a little bit on the wing. I don't think he was playing wing, though. Tell me if I'm wrong. I can't remember all of the game and everyone how they played, but a 90 is a big, big thing, scream at your face. Very tempting, but I'm not going to, unfortunately. It's not really anyone else. I mean, you got rookie price guys like Rowan Steele's a bit more expensive. Will Parker, Ed Allen, I think he's rookie priced. Tell me if I'm wrong. Jack Bully, you're probably not going with those guys, unfortunately. Even though you probably had Rowan Steele on the wing. It was him and Parker, I think. Where's Will Parker? Oh, a bit down back as well. Yeah, so I think that's really it. I just looking back at it, I haven't brought anyone in from that I didn't have already. Like I already had Sinclair, I already had Carroll, already had Philippou, already had Flanders. Got that's quite a few St Kilda guys. But for Collingwood, I already had Jaicos, Nick in particular. But Josh could intrigue me. He could be a top six defender. Well, I think he's based off on the weekend. I think he'd be better than Ash, and that's just an early call. So, and he's about 60K cheaper. I don't have Ash, but could be an option. He does have the round 2 buy. I only have Jaicos, Walsh, and someone else. I think Tanner Bruin I brought in as well. They'll be in the round 2 buy. Not but Bruin's average compared to a rookie is not as much as a primo. So I could go Jaicos, but I think that's going to do it for me. Definitely keep an eye on these two, Sinclair and Jaicos. More Sinclair, in my opinion. I think he's going to be doing really well at the start. If NAS is going to be still playing forward and in the middle, which seems to be the case with the Perryman tag. He didn't respond well, NAS, but hopefully he can respond better throughout the season. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully, guys enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on some of the players playing, who you've got your eye on. Have you brought some of these guys in, making those changes before round 1 starts? Will be very nice to see. We still have 3 days to tweak our team, like I said last video. So don't stress about take as much time as you need to really perfect your starting teams. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.